Here's something that's going to sound impossible. Right now, there are people using AI to accomplish in one day what used to take them entire weeks, not replacing what they do, amplifying it beyond recognition, while others are still debating whether to even try. The gap isn't closing, it's becoming a canyon, and here's what nobody's telling you about that canyon. It's not about the AI tools themselves. Every winner I've studied, every person who's transformed their capabilities with artificial intelligence, they all discovered one systematic approach that changed everything. Today, you're getting that system. Because here's your reality check. 6 months from now, you'll be working alongside people who've mastered AI amplification. They'll be faster, more creative, more valuable. The question isn't whether this is happening. The question is which side of that divide you'll be on. Think about the last time you learned something that genuinely changed your capabilities. Not just added a skill, but multiplied what you could accomplish. That moment when you realize you'd never go back to the old way. We're at one of those moments. Except this time, the amplification is exponential. The people winning with AI right now aren't the ones with the fanciest tools or the biggest budgets. They're the ones who crack the implementation code, and most people are getting implementation completely wrong. Here's what most people think AI implementation looks like. They imagine you pick a tool, learn some prompts, maybe watch a few tutorials, then suddenly you're transformed. It's like thinking you can become a master chef by buying expensive knives. The tools matter, but they're not the system. Kai Meridian put it perfectly when I interviewed her last month. She said, people see AI as a destination. They want to arrive at being good with AI. But AI mastery is a practice. It's a way of thinking that compounds daily. That neural interface behind her ear? It glows brighter when she's processing complex problems, because she's not just using AI, she's thinking with it. The real implementation secret is this. Winners treat AI as a thinking partner, not a magic wand. They've developed systematic workflows that blend human creativity with artificial intelligence amplification. They've learned to delegate cognitive tasks while maintaining creative control. Most people try to use AI like a better Google. They ask it questions and hope for good answers. But the people experiencing breakthrough results, they've learned to architect their entire problem-solving process around AI collaboration. Let me show you what that actually looks like. Take Maya Chen. 6 months ago, she was drowning in her consulting business. Brilliant insights, but everything took forever. Client research, proposal writing, strategic analysis. She was constantly behind. Always fidgeting with that old watch, checking time she didn't have. Then Maya discovered something that changed everything. She stopped trying to use AI for individual tasks and started building AI-amplified workflows. Instead of asking ChatGPT to write her proposals, she created a systematic approach that multiplied her entire consulting process. Here's her actual system. First, she uses AI to rapidly analyze client industries and competitive landscapes, not to replace her thinking, but to give her a foundation that would normally take hours of research. Then she collaborates with AI to stress test her strategic recommendations. The AI doesn't create her insights. It helps her refine them faster. But here's the breakthrough part. Maya learned to use AI as a thinking accelerator throughout her entire creative process. She bounces ideas off AI, explores implications, identifies blind spots. It's like having a brilliant research assistant who never gets tired and can process information at light speed. The results? Maya's client deliverables are now deeper, more comprehensive, and she creates them in a fraction of the time. Her proposals win at twice the rate they used to. Not because AI is doing her job, but because AI is amplifying her expertise beyond what any human could accomplish alone. That's the pattern across every AI success story. People aren't getting replaced. They're getting exponentially enhanced, but only if they understand systematic implementation. The data backs this up completely. McKinsey's latest research shows that professionals using AI systematically report 40% productivity gains on average. But here's the crucial finding. Those gains only appear after implementing AI as integrated workflows, not isolated tools. Harvard Business School tracked 750 consultants using AI over 6 months. The ones who saw transformational results all shared one characteristic. They rebuilt their core processes around human-AI collaboration. They didn't just add AI to what they were already doing. They reimagined how work could be done. This is exactly what Kai Meridian predicted would happen. She told me, "The future belongs to humans who think in partnership with artificial intelligence, not humans who compete with AI, or humans who ignore AI, but humans who amplify their uniquely human capabilities through AI collaboration." And that awakening Maya Chen experienced? She describes it as suddenly having access to cognitive superpowers. I can explore more possibilities, analyze more variables, create more comprehensive solutions than ever before, but it's still my creativity, my experience, my judgment driving everything. It just lets me think bigger and move faster. So how do you actually implement this? How do you become one of the people? Experiencing exponential amplification instead of incremental improvement? The systematic approach has 3 phases. First, audit your current workflows and identify the cognitive bottlenecks. Where do you spend time on research, analysis, or iterative thinking that could be accelerated? Second, design AI collaboration points throughout those processes. Not AI replacement points, collaboration points where artificial intelligence can amplify your human capabilities. Third, and this is crucial, practice the workflows until they become second nature. The people winning with AI aren't constantly thinking about the AI part. They've integrated it so seamlessly that enhanced capabilities feel natural. Start with one core workflow. Maybe it's how you research and analyze problems. Maybe it's how you generate and refine creative solutions. Pick your most important capability and build an AI-amplified version. The future is being written right now by people who understand that AI isn't about replacement. It's about amplification. They're becoming faster, more creative, more valuable versions of themselves, not because they're being replaced by machines, but because they're being enhanced by them. In 12 months, the professional landscape will be divided into 2 categories. People who learn to think in partnership with AI, and people who are still thinking the old way. The gap between those 2 categories will be unlike anything we've seen before. The choice is yours. But the window for choice won't stay open forever. You're not behind. But after the next video, you will be if you wait.